Well, hello, Cornerstone family. Carlos Price here again. I hope you're having a terrific day in the Lord. In this week's devotions, we'll be focusing on believers having godly wisdom and knowledge and when they should share that knowledge with others. It's like James chapter 1, verse 19 says, "This you know, my beloved brethren, but everyone must be quick to hear, slow to speak." That's right. By James saying, "This you know," James is assuming that believers who have knowledge will wait to speak until they have all of the facts. Then they will share their godly wisdom and knowledge with others. And notice people today, when they hear about controversial issues, they're so quick to post their opinions on various social media platforms such as Facebook, WhatsApp, WeChat, Qzone, Tumblr, Instagram, and Twitter, just to name a few of them, without them studying all the facts. Unfortunately, this happens in the church too. Believers are quick to present their opinion without first praying and fully consulting Bible verses in order to gain wisdom and understanding about any theological topic. Today, in part 1 of our study, we will study what Proverbs chapter 12, verse 23, and Proverbs chapter 15, verse 7 says about not being one to speak so fast. Then in a couple of days on Thursday, Lord willing, we will see part 2 of our study on dispersing that knowledge and see what verses and Proverbs have to say about revealing and dispersing this knowledge. What you do know about using your godly wisdom. When do you let other people know about that? But first, let's take a look at a wise man conceals. A wise man conceals his knowledge. Proverbs chapter 12, verse 23 says, "A prudent man conceals knowledge." The phrase "a prudent or wise man" means showing self-control. Conceals knowledge displays a humble person who shows great restraint. A prudent person is quick to hold back his opinion or any knowledge or valid information which he has prayed about, studied, and researched until the appropriate time to speak. In the MacArthur Study Bible, it says, "Unlike the fool who makes all hear his folly, the wise person is a model of restraint and humility, speaking what he knows at the appropriate time." Biblical counselor and Pastor J. Adams says, "The prudent person, however, doesn't let all and sundry know how knowledgeable he is. He will not trumpet it abroad." The second part of the verse provides a contrast and says, "But the heart of fools proclaims folly." This speaks about a person whose tongue is out of control. It is a loose tongue that speaks often and reveals the foolishness that is in his heart because he presents incomplete or incorrect information. His heart is foolish because he has not studied, researched, and gathered all the facts about an issue before humbly presenting it. And you know this verse, Proverbs 18:2 says, "A fool does not delight in understanding, but only in revealing" what? His own mind or his own heart. James chapter 1, verse 26 says, "If anyone thinks himself to be religious, and yet does not bridle his tongue, but deceives his own heart, this man's religion is worthless." The word bridle there means to keep a very tight rein or leash on his tongue. He controls his tongue and doesn't let his what? Tongue control him. First, we saw that a wise man conceals. He conceals his knowledge until the appropriate time. Next, we will see a wise man reveals. This second verse speaks about when to disperse knowledge, and that is found in Proverbs chapter 15, verse 7, which says, "The lips of the wise spread knowledge, but the hearts of fools are not so." This verse is similar to Proverbs chapter 12, verse 23. This humble person has studied all the facts, understands what he is saying, and knows when to speak it. Unfortunately, the foolish person has no self-control, does not control his tongue, and says whatever is on his mind. Sounds familiar, right? Whatever we see on the social media networks or platforms today. So I exhort you to pray as you obtain wisdom and knowledge and be led by God on when to speak it. Well, God is going to test us again in these areas in our life in regards to speaking wisdom when it is appropriate and when it is not to do so. Well, thanks for listening. And Lord willing, we'll see you on Thursday. If you have any prayer requests, please send them to prayer@cornerstonebible.org. Have a great day.